Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? Where's Kelly? She's over there in the other room. Yeah, just started a new playthrough. What do I been what? I don't really been watching hardly anything on YouTube right now. Like I generally just find stuff to fall asleep to. To car channel, like I'm not gonna create the car channel, man. Like here's the reason, right? There's so many really good car channels out there. Doug DeMiro, Savage Geese, normal cars. Like I can never reach that level, and there's so many people that have the same knowledge that I have. Just because I can look at something and understand what happened doesn't mean that I'm in some like elite class of automotive genius. It's like, oh, you should do car racks. It's like, well, first off, like the Jack Doherty thing was like a unique situation that isn't going to exist in every car wreck. How many times can a Ford Explorer like run a red light and it be because because it's a Ford Explorer? No, sometimes it's a lot of the time it's operator error, right? People not paying attention, people on the phone, that kind of thing. Dude, here's the thing is like I have no grind left in me.
Me. Come over, walk.
All right, baby girl.
Miss me, love me.
Cool. No, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just wore out. Like between feeling like shit and like constantly having to do something. Like I'm just physically tired. Like I'm tired and I'm like almost like creatively bankrupt. I'm doing Dark Souls right now because I have no other fucking clue what to do. I was looking at like what do I have installed? I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play Dark Souls. It's something I can play without thinking about it. And I can just talk to people. Go ahead and ban Jordan, please. Dude, why you even come in here? You know you're just gonna get banned. Hey Wings, hey Joker, thank you for the $2, man. I don't ever do anything. All right. Well, we did a members only stream last night, and now we have to do another members only stream tonight. I mean, we did the whole camping trip. I've had the gallbladder failing. I mean, like, people don't understand. Like, matter of fact, there's a brand new computer I got to hook and set up. I gotta reinstall all my software, set up my things, like do all my shit, everything on a new computer. You know, that's something else I got to do today. So that's just today. I gotta stream here for 2 or 3 hours. Go do locale for 2 or 3 hours, and set that up. I didn't want to buy a new computer. Like it's one of those things where like my power supply was starting to go bad, and you know it's been 8 years. It's time to do it. Genuine happiness? Everybody comes out with this whole happiness thing. I don't look at life as happiness, and I've said this before. It's like to me, like you look at life for satisfaction, not happiness. I bought the Silent Hill remake, but it's at the same time like I played like an hour of it, and I was like, it's not that great. I mean, like it's not for me. I mean, I guess I could play it. Like the first hour is like running around, then you fight these like dudes with no arms, and like they're not hard, but at the same time it's like they take like 15 fucking hits to kill, and even then I don't know if you actually ever can kill them, because they tend to get up as soon as you walk away and start going again. Hey, 5 pounds, Miss Gage. Ever thought about trying out Final Fantasy 14 on the PS4? I think it's good raids. I don't got time to invest in like a big MMO. Like the last thing I need in my life is something that's going to like make me want to play it for long periods of time. All that would do is be counterproductive to like money. There should be a Kelly Dark Souls stream this Friday. Should be. I don't know what she's got to do. Make Kelly play Silent Hill. I mean, we could. She'd be more terrified of it than me. Because it's like, it's hard to be terrified in a game like Silent Hill because they give you a weapon. And like, what am I supposed to do? Be terrified of like an enemy with no arms that wanders around in the fog? That to the point that most of the time it's easier just to run past them than actually fight them? No, stepmom, my money's my concern, dude. And where you hearing some words on the street at? Hey, Red Satan. Love you too, buddy. The Silent Hill 2 soundtrack? You mean the... Like, what kind of fucking soundtrack is that? I like it when somebody plays a piano real broodingly. Not fucking music, man. It's just ambience. You don't think I've ever played Silent Hill 2 before? Those some Josh Blocks going to countering the real Josh Block. I don't care. Do not care. Like the whole Josh Block situation, like this dude that's on the spectrum does things that dudes on the spectrum might do. Cool. Like I don't know why Keemstar is like so obsessed with it. I'm more interested in like the Mr. Bass character than I ever am in the actual Josh Block character. Like the Josh Block character is just a dude that's being taken advantage of because he's not mentally capable of realizing it. I ain't playing this like shit. Dude, I'd play the Silent Hill 2 remake, but it's like, what's the point? I'd have to make a thumbnail and shit like that. I didn't feel like making the thumbnail. I still don't understand why Keem doesn't want to do the asylum stuff. Like, no, I had an idea to go to like Waverly Hills Asylum for like locale. And while we're at Waverly Hills Asylum, like set up and do like multiple cameras and shit like that, and just like have a fun like couple days stream. Why am I sounding? I'm just tired. I'm not really defeated, just tired. I just got up at like 3 o'clock. My sleep schedule's messed up. But it stays messed up. I almost stay on a night shift type schedule.
Well, he's
Why is it messed up? I don't remember.
thank you.
What's the point of modding for this hateful, depressed loser? I'm not depressed, and I'm not really being hateful. I wouldn't say I'm a loser either. You know, my character's just the quickest thing I could because I don't give a shit about making characters. Like, I wish all video games had like a pre-made character. Like, here's your pre-made character. I could care less what they look like. Pre-made, no sir. Like, yeah, a lot of people love that character creation. Like, people spend hours on that shit. Like, I'm good. I don't need to spend hours on my character creation. Pizza Tower. Yay. Being invaded. Your dishwasher isn't washing, help. Is the water line hooked up to it? Does it got electricity? I'm done. That's my whole thing. Why does my face look like that? Because the way this camera works. I don't fucking know. I'm not dealing with invaders right now. Every time I get invaded, I'm just gonna refresh the game. Yeah, we're having a members only again today. Remember, Bendy Wendy's ban on site, please. You can't set evasions to off. If you're human, you can be invaded if the boss is still alive. See, like most people that invaded in this area are just punk bitches anyway. Like they're here to beat up on new players with like gear from further on in the game. Like you want to see the saddest examples of human society? Go to low-level Dark Souls areas and watch people invade people with Havel's armor and shit like that on while they have a zero weapon. You'd be like, oh, the invaders have a zero weapon too. Yeah. And zero weapons like the Ghost Blade, which pierces armor. What's up, Leon Dion? Long time no talk. No. Do I have both PS5 and PC audio coming through that headset? I think so, yeah. Why? I'm so bad at video games. Damn. What do you mean, John? Like, don't ever look at up ways how somebody else plays it and determine. Like, I have 1,600 hours in this game, man. Like, I could do this game in almost my sleep. Headsets, that's not hard to do. You have an optical driver plugged into the PlayStation. You have a USB plugged into your computer. Boom. Dual audio. I also have like an audio mixer. It's not even that I'm on another level, dude. It's just like I've played a lot. No, I've never ate a kumquat. I'd love to have a yoo-hoo right now. You feel like you know this dude from all the YouTube docs? You don't know me at all, man. The YouTube documentaries are just a snapshot of every bad moment I've ever had. Like, you're allowed to be emotional. Like, you gotta understand, like, YouTube documentaries are created strictly from people to want to monetize other people's misery. What's up with that? They started playing with this guy named Rooster, who's just this little shitty young racist, and I have no desire to play with him. So it's like, so I don't give it. I generally, like, if that Rooster's in there, I don't give it the time of day. No, I'm not racist. I've tried Wukong. I didn't like it. Why is the stream today only for pay pigs? To promote more people to become a pay pig. Shocking Pikachu face. Entertainment designed around making money tries to make money. News at 11. You hold your shield up, you can still run and dodge at the same time. But if you don't hold your shield up, you can't run and dodge. Well, he only can evade me once every 15 minutes or so. So that's why there's like gaps between the invasions. John West, it'd be alright. Because the fact is, with new games, people that are in the algorithm get priority. Like, it's not like the only difference with me playing a new game is like people that don't watch my channel, that are subscribed to my channel, might come by and watch my channel. Like, oh, I want to see what that game looks like. Doesn't mean necessarily going to donate. I've been doing this shit for 8 years. New games do not equal money. You might get new viewers every now and then, but that's if you do a long tail of it, and I very rarely do it. That's why generally I don't even bother trying to stick up with trends.
Don't get yourself. Well, you need any. Don't get yourself.
Hey T, thank you for the $5. I want to let you know I got called today and I'm getting cross-matched for transplant. The day is getting closer, kind of scared. I feel you. I know I'm not going through nearly what you're about to go through, but I hate surgery, and I got a surgery on the 16th, which is like a week from now. And I always feel like every time you go under anesthesia, you might never come back from it. And I feel for you, man. Like my gallbladder's hurting me right now. It sucks. I know it's a routine surgery and it's not something I'm allowed to cry about, but it sucks regardless. No, I've had one wisdom tooth removed, but it was removed while I was awake at the dentist. I'll go ahead and ban certified crane operator. Ugh. One too many troll comments without it being on the back of a $10 bill. Appreciate the love. Ban that man. Get that man into ban world. Hey, Hashers. See, I wouldn't fight with people. People are going to make assumptions regardless. There's nothing you really can do about it, and fighting with somebody on the internet is just going to make them drag you to their level. It's not worth it. I know I do it, but it's my job to do it. Like it's something I signed up for. How many people in ban world right now? Probably about 600. Like I clear the ban. I go through and clear ban world every now and then. Next time I get invaded, I gotta poop. You punk bitch. Restart the airing. What's for dinner, wings? I got a Subway protein bowl. Okay. I gotta poop. I gotta poop. Gotta poop. Gotta poop. Whew, Pikachu, that was bad, bud. That was bad, Pikachu. Oh my lord. Somebody donated $2. Big earn. Thank you for the $2, dude. I feel better. So page 5, I didn't even take my phone with me. Like I was about to shit myself. Like one thing I noticed, like when your gallbladder's failing, you don't get choices if poop is happening anymore. It kind of just like, all right, it's time to poop. Well, my gallbladder right now pretty much just doesn't work. I'm getting fatty poops and everything, like you normally would if it was removed. I don't know. And look, I flushed the toilet. What build am I going? The build with the short sword. Like, I hadn't really thought about what I'm actually doing on screen. Am I going for the UFO ending? I'll probably never beat Silent Hill 2 Remake. How old's my chair? I don't know, probably about 6 or 7 years old. Do I recommend parrying Gwen? Yeah, it's the easiest way to beat him. Either parry Gwen or bait his grab attack. Neither one's very valid. One's faster than the other. Why not buy a new chair like 3 years ago? My chair still works. Why spend $400 if you ain't got to spend $400? It'll break soon? Nah, it won't. It's designed for 24 hours. It's designed for a 500-pound man to sit here for 24 hours a day. It's really well built. I tell you what's going to be the end of life for this chair is just stripping the threads out the right arm, because those most likely are what's going to give up the ghost before anything else. Oh yeah, but I don't use the bladder in the chair. Like like the lumbar support section. I don't use it. Just never have. WD-40 only lasts like 2 days, man. I'm not gonna sit there and do it over and over again. I've been watching any movies or so. I went and seen Never Let Go. It sucked. I wouldn't recommend it. 0 out of 10. There's the first death, huh? It's always gravity. I haven't watched Joker 1. That's kind of shocking. I don't watch cartoon shit. And I know Joker. I know the original Joker is not a cartoon, but it's based off like a comic book, and it's like I hold like DC comics and Marvel and all that shit in the same vein as like manga and anime. It's like it's for people that are it's for people that are depressed and smell like cigarettes. Joker 2 is not a musical. There's another word for it. Like a musical portrays songs that are custom made for the department. Like all the songs that in Joker are actually already made songs that they sing. There's another word for it, but it's not technically a musical. And one musical I even could fucking stand, which was Grease. So don't take my word for it. I don't know the song Joker and the Thief. Let's see, spending money to see Don't Let Go sounds more depressing than any anime Marvel, homie. I like isolation horror. And I thought it was going to be a very good isolation horror, which, I mean, the set dressing was nice. But I couldn't look at what the end product of it and be like, oh, this is cool. Because like the whole movie, they want you to believe like the mother is crazy. And they want you to question if the mother is crazy and like are the things happening because of delusions. Right? That was the whole concept of it. Hey, I heard you pooped. Here's $10. Thank you, Too Zesty. Appreciate the $10. And like the kids are sane, but they don't really know it being sane. It also has like an M. Night Shyamalan The Village kind of like twist at it. Like the world didn't fall apart. It's just that the mother had like a demon following her. It's not that good of a movie. Like they could have done so much more with the concept of it because it was an interesting concept. They just didn't. Aland, it sounds like you like some anime there, bud. First tool to recovery is acceptance. That you like shitty pieces of entertainment. What movie is that? Never Let Go. It's a movie where like Halle Berry and like two people pretending to be her kids like are tied to a house in the forest. I just told you I would not recommend watching it. I said the two kids are sane or insane. Well, the whole movie makes you... The kids just automatically will leave their mother because they can't see what their mother sees. So, so the whole movie that they're trying to sell you on the concept of like, hey, she's actually crazy. And then later on, it's like it starts like making you second guess: is she crazy, or is there people really in the woods, and if they touch her, they possess her, and blah 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 blah. And is the house really protecting them? And I'm hearing myself talking like, damn, that sounds like a tight concept, right? No, it's very poorly done. Very poorly done. Oh, if you don't watch it, spoiler alert coming up. Close your eyes and ears. It turns out the demons are real, but they're not the only people left alive like her mother expected them to be. And like they start showing themselves to one of the kids at the end of the movie. And it ends up possessing one of the kids. And like the other kid ends up beating the demon. But they have like a almost like a silhouette at the end where like they take a Polaroid and the demon is still there with the other brother because both brothers end up living. Where the fuck did my person go? Are you gonna ever land? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I summoned Beatrice. This fight should be over with by now, but like Beatrice said, "Fuck you." So now I just got to fight the butterfly with more health. Appreciate it, bud. The problem is I can't hit it unless it lands, and it lands like once every fucking 3 minutes. That's why I almost always just like say fuck it and just summon for it, because it's an annoying ass boss fight that isn't very hard. It's just annoying. No, I can't unban you on local live chat. My room's Dagon. I mean, I brought a projectile with me. She just got caught. Alright, Beatrice is not getting stuck this time. There we go. Thank you, Beatrice. See you, hamburger helper. Why do I have a cat? Well, I originally got Rocco because I was kind of lonely and I was living by myself. And then I decided to get Rocco a friend, so I got Grayson. And then I married Kelly and she brought Bongo. And then Kelly wanted an animal of her own since both the cats imprinted on me. So we got Bailey. And then Rocco had kidney failure. And here we are. Oh, good. Appreciate it. Nah, I'm good. I don't want no more animals. Like I gotta take Bailey's gotta go to the vet Monday. Cause she has some strain of super flea that doesn't want to fucking die. What's my number one favorite Dark Souls 1 weapon? Probably the butterfly horn. I've always been a spear guy. Alright, Guinevere, Nas. Guinevere. Who's my favorite Dark Souls boss? Probably the Twin Princes in Dark Souls 3. I'm not sad. I'm just kind of over it all. Here's the thing. Like, I don't want to do what I'm doing right now. Like, I don't really want to stream right now. But at the same time, I can't think of a damn good reason not to be streaming. Right? So, like, there's no reason for me not to be sitting here streaming. So it's like... No, I can't do Siege because I don't have my delay on. I'm not upset about my life path. I don't know, I'm just kind of over everything. I need like a week of just doing nothing. Like, I miss being able to sleep all the time and not have to beat places. I would enjoy it more if people actually took interest into the games I took interest in, right? Like everybody else when they stream, they get to talk about Dark Souls and stuff. Me, I get to talk about pooping. What's up, wasted surgery? Go and get banned, bud. Yeah, I'm a personality streamer, but I never wanted to be. Like, everybody's like, oh, quit playing video games. Like, I want to stream video games, though. I mean, lately, like, unless something is just straight mind-numbing, I've been struggling to find enjoyment in video games. Like, everything's just going through the motions.
What motions you going through?
Not right now, baby. Not right now. Well, I feel like a lot of gaming's issue nowadays is it doesn't pass the mom test. Like most games are designed around like most games are designed around back in the day most games were designed around can my mother play this game, right? Is it simple enough for like my mom to pick this game up and play it with just like the mouse, right? Nowadays game developers don't even think about that, right? Like, is this game gonna be simple enough? Because like I feel like the best games ever made are designed to be simple, that are easily played when somebody very lightly trying, and they can be played and completed that way. But under the hood, they're a lot more complex, right? Take like Diablo 1 for example. Diablo 1 can be, the entire game can be played one-handed with just the mouse, and you can beat the entire game one-handed with just the mouse, right? But if you want to, there's 3 difficulties, and there's a whole level of like stuff under the hood that you don't need to understand, but if you do understand, it gives you a greater grasp. For example, like if the same game that you can beat one-handed, you can also understand that character level versus enemy level, dexterity frames, block percentage based on game type, you know, certain ways to move through the isometric world that will make the enemies move, like things like that. There's a lot more in depth underneath the hood, but on face value, your mother can play it. And I feel like a lot of games are just overcomplicated for the sake of being overcomplicated. It's not so much easy mode, right? It's got nothing to do with a game being easy, hard, or difficult. I hate game difficulties, right? Absolutely hate difficulty in games, because like almost all developers do game difficulties like shit. I think every game should be centered around one standard difficulty curve, like Dark Souls. Like Dark Souls, anybody I watch play Dark Souls, they're playing on the same difficulty. And that's the curve. There's no extreme, there's no Iron Man. There's no like adventure difficulty. There's no difficult difficulty. There's just one difficulty they design and balance the entire game around. I feel like that's the best route to go with that. But at the same time, they need to create a situation where it's simple but complex, right? Mystery Man, I'm sorry you're feeling depressed today, dude. Appreciate the $2. What are you upset about? Yeah, I do know Dark Souls is a new game, and Dark Souls doesn't fit the criteria of what I'm actually saying, right? Because Dark Souls is not a simple game. It's a very complex game. But let me show you something. I'm gonna fire Silent Hill 2. Not a troll, by the way. Your streams actually cheer me up. I'm sorry. Is that all it takes? My boring ass streams to cheer you up? Appreciate it. Let me show you something. Let me fire the new Silent Hill up. All right. We're not gonna play it, but I just want to fire it up and show you guys like what I'm talking about. This is a remake of like a game from like 2000. But I want to show you just how complex and overwhelming like just the options are on this game. All right. You go to settings. Like look at this. Look at this. There's 5 tiers for settings. It's like you can adjust like the reticles, the things, like look at all this shit. Look at all this shit. Like, there's high contrast mode and all this other mess, and it's like different audio sliders. Toggle your sprint on and off, which I know all this has a purpose, right? So you can tailor the game to you, but it's overwhelming. Like here's accessibility. Here's a whole different 5-tab section, right? And I'm saying they should get away with this. They should do away with this. Mystery Man, don't look at my shit as real strength. My shit is just like I've worked a really shit job, so like I understand that other jobs can be shit without being really shit. If that makes sense. Thank you for the almost $10 though. Like, no matter how bad your day is today, there's always something out there to make it worse. Oh, Meglass. Meglass is a horrible fucking job. Absolutely horrible. And the worst part about Meglass being a horrible job is everybody in would tell you that, oh, that's a good job. How'd you get on there? And all you want to do is like break down and cry. Fucking miserable ass job. Which I'm not saying Meglass is the only miserable ass job. I'm sure like being a roofer sucks ass too. Imagine being in the fucking South Carolina heat all day on the fucking roof. Constantly picking up shingles and shit. I'm good. I'd rather eat one of my fucking arms than live my entire life doing roofing. builds your back muscle, I suppose. It also depresses your spine and fucking slowly kills you. You're trading your youth for money, while you have no control how much that money's ever going to be valued at. Which I'm not here to try to like put some Marxist speech on your ass about, you know, worldly values and shit like that. My girlfriend left me for someone else. I just feel low. I can't say I've ever had that happen to me, Mystery Man. But sometimes, like, it's a favor. Like, it's better for her to bail out now while she's your girlfriend instead of her building a life with you as your wife and doing the same thing. Right? She showed you ahead of time she ain't ride or die and she ain't loyal. Because, like, remember all that shit I was talking about, like, you know, roofing sucks ass? You know what sucks ass more than roofing? Living life with the wrong woman. Or man. This is interchangeable in this situation. But being attached to the wrong person can make you miserable. Right? Like, the wrong person will tear you down. They will make you feel like you're not good enough, that you don't make enough money, that you don't have sex right, that you aren't good looking, that you like there's all kinds of things that a person will tear you down over if you're with the wrong person. And like those things suck worse than your back hurting in the South Carolina sun. Like I've always brought up to the point, like, you know, people say that I'm this no good, very bad person. And I always respond to them like, I hope someday a girl has your baby and never lets you see it. Then you understand what a bad person it actually is. Dude, Mr. Man, donations always help, man. Thank you so much for the 10 donations throughout the years. Appreciate the, like, $15 a day. Am I a Sigma? I don't even know what the fuck that means. I got lucky with Kelly. Like, Kelly's fucking awesome. Like, I wake up some days wondering, like, how the fuck did I get so lucky? Because, like, I remember with the first time I messaged Kelly on, like, Plenty of Fish, I didn't expect her to message me back. Like, she had lost all this weight, and, like she was good looking, and, like, she was all this other stuff. And, like, I was just this fat, depressed YouTuber. Please don't kill me, Mr. Dark Knight. Hey, Ravgons and Dragons. Thank you for being a hoodlum. I would say, I mean, I guess I could say I'm flawed, but, like, I'm just a normal human being that likes to eat too fucking much. I try to be a good person to the best of my ability. And if nothing else, I at least come off authentic. I need to be more appreciative. Yeah, you're probably right. I find it hard because I'm so apathetic. Like, I don't really go through the rows of emotions hardly anymore. Like, the only really emotion I ever feel anymore is the fed up emotion. Like, where I'm like, alright, I'm kind of done with this. Keem treats me fine. Like, here's the thing with Keem. Like, Keem treats me bad, but Keem pays me well. So, like... So, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Mine and Keem's relationship is generally, like, it's like 60-40. Like, 40% friends, 60% business partners. And, like, Keem upholds his end. He makes his fucking money. So... Besides, Keem is a good friend. He's kind of tight money wise, but if I seriously got sick, got cancer or something, Keem would do everything in his power to help me, and I honestly believe that. And I can't say that about everybody because like I've made those mistakes before, right? Like I thought like Woody and Kyle were like ride or die friends, and they really weren't. I don't think Boogie's a ride or die friend, but I think Keem is. Because Boogie, like, I don't know how many people are members of Locale over here, but like, Boogie kind of threw Cat under the bus really fucking quickly over nothing. Here's the thing with ride or die friends, and I'm gonna say this one time. A ride or die friend doesn't give up on you because it gets difficult. Do I think Keem pays to bully me? No. Technically, all the money Keem pays me comes from the viewers of Locale. So technically, Locale pays Keem to bully me. But Keem creates the opportunity. Those people are rare. The most important decision you can make in your life is who you choose to marry. Look at all these midlife crises, questionable life choices. Like 100%. Like who you decide to shackle yourself to is the most important choice in your life. Not what you do for a living, not how you spend your money, nothing. Right? People adore dogs. Why do people adore dogs? Because they worship you like a god. A dog doesn't care about your social standings. A dog will lay with you under a bridge.
Your wife.
I know you don't, baby.
Love you.
Love you too. Where you going? Where you going?
Weight Watchers.
Okay, cool. A dog will lay with you under a bridge in hard times and be just as happy to see you when you say its name. Granted, humans are a little bit more complex than dogs, but that's why dogs are adored. No, dog owners are narcissists. You don't have to be a narcissist to be a dog owner. Dogs will love you like you are anyway. Except Chihuahuas. Can we get a Bongo update? He's old as fuck. Here's your Bongo update. Yeah, he's pushing 11 years old right now. I mean, 11 years old for a dog that spent most of his life in the South Carolina heat is old. I think Hunter lived to be 15. We let him inside. Like, you never see him inside when I'm streaming and stuff because, like, Bailey doesn't like him. I need to use these fucking souls instead of just hoard them. Can I get a shout out to Bulldog and Black Gerald? Shout out to Bulldog and Black Gerald.
Bulldog and Black Gerald, shout out from the Wings Redemption Society.
Oh. I don't know who the fuck those people are. I do not know.
Look here, look, listen.
I should squad up with Skittle. It doesn't look like anybody's on. It looks like Skittle just wants to play. $330, no triangle key. I don't do Battlefield streams because it's just a bunch of trolls, man. Like, there's no point in playing Battlefield on stream anymore. Like, I tried, I spent almost 15 hours trying to make it work, and nobody wants to be cool. So it's like, alright, I'll just keep that for myself. No matter how legitimately good I am at the game, it's still frustrating to play when you're not allowed. You're shackled to the point where you can't enjoy yourself because of people doing things to you. Will I play the Silent Hill 2 remake? Maybe, I don't know. I played an hour of it, didn't really like it. Nah, Kirby, I'm not gonna do weed one day. That's not gonna happen. No, I don't wish ill on anybody. I just don't get to play Battlefield like till a new one comes out, because like, and even then, like, new ones coming out, people are gonna still fuck with me on it. Why don't I make a new account for what? Are you saying you think I'm worried about the stats on my account? No. I don't give a shit about my first person shooter stats. My thing is it's just frustrating to play. It's just frustrating to play. I like doing well. I want to do well. But, you know, the difference between like a 3.3 and a 2.5, who gives a fuck, right? There's people that sit in a tank in a plane the whole time on Battlefield that have like an 8 KD. Their KDs don't mean shit. KD only means shit if you're doing it in a way that helps your team win. What's my KD protection for Black Ops 6? Something over 1. Because I'm most likely gonna... It's supposed... My KD prediction for Black Ops 6 is going to be 1.5. That's where I'm going to be at. 1.5 KD. I'm going to mainly play Search and Destroy and Gunfight. And I'm going to sit between 1.41 and like 1.6. No, somebody asked me what my KD meant. Like I don't give a shit. Like it's not like your KD determines if you're a good player or not. I've universally always had a better KD than almost every pro player in Call of Duty. That doesn't make me better than the pro players of Call of Duty. It just means I'm better at farming people that don't give a shit. That makes sense? Locale Live is waiting for me? They haven't told me really when the stream was happening. No, I was never an actual pro COD player. I mean, I was on a pro COD team as a backup for like a breath, right? And it was more to do because I was the best COD player in the room at the time, much more so than being the best choice. Like, am I a pro Dark Souls player? Nah. I play Dark Souls for fun. Like there's people out here that will beat the game without using stamina and shit like that. That ain't me. Yeah, I'm playing it online. I mean, like some people were trying to evade me, but like they got tired of it quick. I'm above average in almost every game I played consistently. Like the only game I consider myself a complete pro at is Diablo 2. Like I'm a fucking master of Diablo 2. Kelly's not even here right now. Like she went to Weight Watchers. Yeah, Evil Dave, it goes deeper than that for me though. Like I was actually US East Battlefield Ladder 1 champion when Ladder first came out on hardcore. I had a Wind Druid, first level 99. That's when I was a kid though and I had nothing but free time. I'd spend fucking 16 hours a day just grinding fucking Bale. I mean, I did something similar. I was one of the first level 10 prestiges on Modern Warfare 2 as well. I remember playing that shit so fucking often that I put band-aids on my fucking fingers to cover up blisters. I remember when I finally showed it, I made a video called The Long Road to Ruin. And like, I had 16 days played. And it was like November 28th and the game came out like November 5th. And like everybody made fun of me, so I took that video right the fuck down. Almost instantly. We have different tiers. Local Live there's 4 tiers. There's a $5 tier, a $10 tier, a $100 tier, and a $500 tier. Each has their own perks.
You. Yeah, yes, you. Here, over here. Please. You must.
Any plans for Wheels of Redemption? No. I like cars. That's why I don't want to do a YouTube channel based on them. I used to like video games. But like 17 years of doing video games for a living makes you kind of hold a disdain for them. Don't like racing games. Well, like what I like about cars is actually the actual feeling of cars themselves, like pushing in a corner and getting a G off of it and shit like that. That's fucking fun. You don't get that same experience in a racing game where you're trying to be basically doing a time attack. Who you guys talking to? Asher's? Asher's is barely ever here. Have you ever beaten Vendrick on Dark Souls 2? Yes. The only thing I've never done in like a From Software game, other than Sekiro, because I haven't beat Sekiro, is I've never beat the Orphan of Kaz. Because I've only ever got to him one time, and it was like a new game plus 3 or 4. And like, he would always fuck me up in the second stage, and I got to the point like, fuck it. I'll eventually go back and face him in a situation where like, I'm at a new game, and I can just get the trophy, but like, I've just never got back into Bloodborne. I think it's Subway time, boys. They were talking about Cat. I thought they were talking about you, Ashes. Cat's never been up and nice to me. Kelly got me cheese. I'm not supposed to have cheese. What you done about? I mean, I'm just stating like I don't know anything about the history between you two. Is Lynx even here? I don't see her. Because Asher's isn't Lynx. I look like Jack Reacher? Yeah. He looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Just a bunch of spinach, cucumbers. I mean, it seems like, you know what else is getting served at Citizen Banks Park, Bryce Harper? An ass cutting from the Mets. T said Lynx was telling her to go film as a scam and not to donate. Also asked Keem Daddy to unban me. I've been a good boy. Does this happen in my Discord? Because this has to happen in the Discord because I've never seen this, but I'll confront her about it. Happened on show. Did I miss it? I thought I was listening pretty good. Yeah, you upset I like to touch my cucumbers? I'm eating a Subway protein bowl. Lots of spinach, black olives, uh, grilled chicken, cucumbers, and tomatoes, which I've already eaten. It's something that's low in fat that I can have that don't fuck with me too much. Like, I mean, there's carbs. I got a Coca-Cola right here, but I'm trying to limit my fats. Like, I'm probably gonna eat the cheese because Kelly got the cheese for me. But normally I would have ordered this without the cheese because cheese has fat in it. Yeah, my gallbladder is straight fucked. I wish I had 2 Cokes a day. Your birthday's the 16th, Sean? How bad is gallbladder pain on a scale of 1 to 10? Like the first time I had it, the actual gallstone attack was like a 7. 6.5 to a 7. Like what I'm feeling now is kind of weird, right? Like if I eat like chocolate or a food that has a lot of fat in it, like from like right here, like under this breast, it's actually like right here, and it goes all the way down to like there. It feels like somebody takes their finger and goes and just goes and just pushes as hard as they humanly can. It's weird. Like it doesn't hurt that much, it's just uncomfortable. What time is the show? Yeah, I had to shave most of my hair off as a low cow punishment. Well, my head naturally is bald. I had my surgery on the 16th. It's an outpatient. I get to go pay for the surgery 2 days from now. Yay, me. Um, They said my deductible's gonna be like $650 or something like that. I have to pay like $650, and then I'll owe 20% of whatever. I'll pay 20% of whatever is left. So like if like let's say like the surgery cost $1,000, which it costs way more than $1,000. Say it did, I'd owe the $650, and then I'd owe another $200. So I'd owe 800 in total. Am I circumcised? Sure. Am I going to stream stuff? No, I'm only going to be at the hospital like 2 hours. It's an outpatient procedure. I'll go in, they'll prep me. I'll go under, I'll have the surgery. Surgery takes about an hour. It takes me like 30 or 40 minutes in recovery. And after that, I get to go home. Next locale stream is some point today. I think they're having a trial, like a furry trial for only um pay pigs, like a pay pig only member stream. Pay pigs $100 or more. Yeah, yeah. There's these furries that are in our Discord, and like they're into like that lolly shit. And I don't know. I don't know the whole story. Like I'm just giving you the cliff notes here. And Keem is having a trial on them. Yeah, the same shit like Bosch was into, like cartoon drawings of like young characters and like wolves and like shit like that. I think you'll be able to see the next stream Mayrune's Dagon. I don't think you'll be able to interact on it. Like I think Keem is only going to allow like the top members to interact, like $100 or more members, which is just this one, right? We do at least 2 free shows a week, and then we try to do 3 members only streams a week. So we do 5 shows a week, but 2 of them are public. If you're a member, you can watch, but I don't think you'll be able to talk unless you're $100 or higher. What about Rocco? Rocco's back there too. Plays Xenogears on the PlayStation 1. Rocco was 12 and a half when he passed away. The mic stand? Yeah. I don't know really. I don't know how far I could actually keep this thing away from my mouth. Have you not taking your pain meds? Nah, I didn't even pick them up. Like I refuse to take painkillers if I can at all help it. How much was that Boone stand? $130. The Boone stand was $130. Microphone was $400. The Phantom Power amplifier, the Rode Procaster 2 was $500. I have various cables and things that equal up to about $100. Secondary headset, $200. But I didn't have my lights on right now. Well, I bought this. This is a Sennheiser headset. It's an audiophile headset. It's designed to play music with. But like I bought a headset so I could listen to music with when I'm sitting here by myself. I'll put this headset on instead of my Astros. But I game with this headset. I listen to music with this headset, and when Kelly comes in to do stuff, we let her use this headset. Well, she uses this headset, and I use this one. It all depends. They sound all right. They sound a little bit better than Astros. I mean, like I probably should have went up, but I didn't want to spend the extra money because those are the 560 Sennheiser audiophile headsets. There's a there's two tiers up. There's a 660, and then there's like a 760, and like one's like $50 more, the other one's like $200 more. Sit in the other chair. The other chair is not designed for Jordy. The other chair was like this cheap chair that we just have around the house. One big fat tax write off. My gallbladder sore. Let's see what it looks like. All right. new tower. One USB-C, USB 3.2. Hold up to 4 monitors. Get a switch over thing. Oh, that's the new tower. Trying to be you. All my PCs are cyber power. Like, cyber power's always treated me right. What's this? What is this? Okay. I don't know what half this shit is here. That's the power cord. But like I don't know why they sent me all these other cords. All right. Wings less clean. It looks cluttered, but it actually is rather clean. Like it's just cluttered on camera. The room is actually rather clean. It's just everything's in frame. You can't pre-order a PS5 Pro yet. The squat sit. Hey, O5 Max. I don't know. I don't know, man. Who's going to win this year? I'm hoping the Tigers. Tigers will be the most fun people to win. Yeah, I'm not paying $1,000 for a collector's edition. When is Kelly's next stream? Friday at 4 p.m. We'd continue the Dark Souls stream with Kelly. I don't know. I asked when the stream was. They haven't got back to me yet. Jeff, mine was completely custom. I might have the same case as you. Like I built mine from the ground up on CyberPower PC, and they just compiled it for me. Oh, thank you for the $2, Marie. John Pond, thank you for the $2 as well. Where is the doorknob? It's in the place where doorknobs go to die. Let's see what the specs of my PC is. Go to Google. Let's see. All right. I got a CyberPower PC high flow mid tower gaming case with tempered glass. Is it tempered glass in this? There is tempered glass. You can see that. That's probably gonna break. My CPU is the AMD Ryzen 7 processor, 7800X 3D 8 core, 16 thread, 4.2 gigahertz, turbo 5.0 gigahertz, 104 MB cache, AM5. I got three 120 millimeter case fans, but extra. Then based on, I got a Energy Max ETS F40 series computer cooler with 4 times heat pipe direction. I got a 4 terabyte M.2 solid state drive. 32 gigs of memory. DDR5. I got the Gigabyte M650 Aorus Elite AX AMX5. Got an 850 watt Corsair Gold power supply. And my video card is the Asus Dual GeForce RXT 4070 Super White Edition. Yeah, I'm never going to play games on it. I build my computers to video edit. The cooler, the heatsink is a Intermax ETS F40. 4 times heat pipe direction and 140 millimeter PWM fans. 5 of them, color black. I mean, Skatecode helped me build it. I mean, like, I told Skatecode a budget. I wanted to be under $2,200, and this is what we built for under $2,200. Nah, Skatecode actually helped me build this. Like, we sat down on a video call and we went through. Yeah, there's 100 of these sitting on the warehouse shelf. That's why I had parts that were back ordered. Yeah, my current PC is 8 years old, and I was having issues with it recently with the power supply giving out. So after I get done with this, I got to do locale, and then after that, I got to probably hook that PC up and move everything over. Yeah, looking forward to my edits. You'll probably never see the computer again. It's just one of those situations where, like, my old computer I built in 2016, and it's starting to show its age, be it like components and like the power supply going out and things like that. So like it's time to update. It was just time to update. My new PC has 4 terabytes of M.2 storage. My current PC has 500 gigabytes of solid state drive, not M.2, and then I have like 9 terabytes of 7800 Seagate mechanical. This has mechanical drives in it with a solid state for Windows. This is all solid state. What's my best advice for someone trying to build credit? You need a structured loan of some sort. Um, your best bet is to go to your bank and get a credit card where you put $500 up front to the bank, and they give you a credit card for $500, and you basically buy your gas on that credit card the entire time, and you pay it off every month. You do that, and then you got to get a structured loan. You need to go get something, buy yourself a watch, whatever it might be. Kay's Jewelers. Get yourself a night watch or necklace or something that you can make the minimum payments on that establishes your credit. I went with a Best Buy card instead of like a Kay's Jeweler card because I like electronics. So like, what I do is I always keep a balance on like a Best Buy card for like the last 18 years, whatever it might be. So like, I'd always buy something. I'd usually go like, oh, here's a $400 something. I buy it. I'll pay 0% interest through like 18 months or whatever it be, and I'll make small payments on it. My credit score is 775. No, car title loans and payday loans you should avoid like the plague. They're predatory. I did take out a predatory loan for my AC. Well, what I considered a predatory loan, but my AC is paid for now. My AC came with a 10-year maintenance free package. So like the company that installed it come by and they clean it once every 6 months and they check it up. They do a health check on it for the next 10 years. No, I've never put my home freon in the AC. How much was my AC unit? It was $8,000 with the warranty. Like if I paid the length of the loan, it would have been 12. But I've been paying extra. I've been paying extra on it for like the last 2 years, and it's paid off now. The technician was my brother, and hell no, give him a bad time. Did I see Bobby Pope got banned twice? I heard he got banned once, and then like I seen him playing again, and his aim looked kind of shaky. I mean, like a lot of these dudes be cheating. Like I be telling y'all motherfuckers, like if you've ever seen a person play Warzone or any Call of Duty, and they're lining a person up more than once while they're what with like they're flailing through the sky, you're cheating. Cheating. %100 cheating. Lots of games are infested with cheaters, dude. Like I don't know if you ever played Rainbow. Rainbow has cheaters on console, which are like mouse and keyboard guys, but like on PC, they got guys that will like plant the bomb outside. They got guys that will basically click a button in like walls go down. Like for example, they can just take away like a reinforced wall and then shoot you through the wall with wall hacks. It's like, good lord. I'm ready for Ubisoft to liquidate Rainbow Six so it can be sold to a company that might actually do something with it. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember when I was playing Vanguard when I had the troll follow me around with aimbot. I made a Battlefield server, but like the Battlefield shit is like, oh man, it's so frustrating because like I just want to play the game regularly. I just want to have fun. Like I want people to come in and join the squad. We go out there and we play for the win. But what I get is I get somebody stream sniping. I get 9 people throwing smoke at my feet. I texted him. We want Wheels of Redemption. Well, I want to retire on a beach in the Bahamas. That shit ain't happening either. I mean, there's Keemstar right there. I even asked him what time the show is, like in the text group. He never responded back. I'd help you on COD. You don't want to play. Yeah, don't play Call of Duty with me. Like honestly, like if you want to be my friend, playing Call of Duty with me is the least active way to get to be my friend. Because like I have such a high standard for like Call of Duty teammates. Like if you play Call of Duty with me, I expect you to be at least ranked level, right? Like you can hang in like diamond ranked. That's where I want you to be at. Like I don't want you to be the best in your friend group. I want you to be the best in the game. Like you need to be diamond level ranked to play with me. Han Solo, it's amazing, right? Like my lobbies when you're watching me play them on stream look easy. They look easy. They're not easy. Like any lobby I play in, like be it Rainbow, whatever it might be, skill-based matchmaking is cranked up to a fucking 11. And people that come into my lobbies realize how hard my lobbies are. Like I just play them in a way that it looks more simple than it actually is. Why does my face look purple? Because I don't have my light on. Like the issue with when you're playing video games with like with the way my current lighting is set up, like it makes the screen dark, so like I can't see the actual game in any kind of darkness. And like I don't have this camera hooked up right here, and this camera is better than the bigger camera for not making me look purple. But like my dude, Shy, good lord, $212. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, Shy. That's my alt account. Mm. I want to get a different that Shy, thank you so much for $212. Thank you so much, dude. I don't want to understate that cuz like I want to here's what I want to do, which is people are going to get upset about me at it's Halloween area. I want to play some scary games. Like I want to play the bunker this Halloween. Like I've only got 3 minutes into it. I love watching people play it. I want to play the bunker. But everybody's going to want me to play this. Also, I want a better lighting setup. I look at Boogie's lighting setup and I envy it every time I look at Boogie's lighting setup because Boogie's lighting is so set up so nicely. Like all his colors pop. Like it looks good. Oh, I'm going to redo the room. Like all this shit right back here. I want all this gone. Like all this clutter. I want all this gone. I want to paint the wall to like maybe like a gray or a black, and then get like a black leather couch here, and then either do sound deadening on this wall or maybe this wall behind me, or do like a big screen TV or something like that. Oh, gifted sub. Dude, Shy, you gave 10 gifted subs too? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Damn, Shy came in and just destroyed the donation goal in one go. Call out sick from Locale Live. Nah, man. I can't call out sick from Locale Live. Like, honestly, like, Locale Live is like my primary income at this point. Like, I want to keep my own streams alive, but like Locale Live is doing so well. I want to keep the momentum going over there. It was never about getting revenge for PK. Like, I don't dislike anybody on PK. Right? Like, I don't dislike any of them. Mine was always more about standards, right? Like, I felt like they done me wrong, and they could either alleviate them doing me wrong, which they're never going to do, or I just don't be a part of their show. I mean, it's as simple as that. Shy's fucking killer, dude. Like, I appreciate Shy to the bottom of my heart. Like, like this stream was dying until he came along. But it is what it is. I mean, like, I've been blessed enough lately to have a big swing of good luck. I actually enjoyed the podcast show more than PK. Like, White Boy is an awesome person. Jive is an awesome person. Eddie, like, nobody on that podcast I dislike ever. Like Jive is cool, down to earth. Like, he's the one motherfucker I thought that always should have popped off in the COD community, but never did. Like, he was right there. Like he's so creative. Like, he's a good dude. And like Eddie, I always get sentimental when I think about Eddie because like I did. There's very few people that have left a mark on your life as much as Eddie Chump left on mine. Like, I love Eddie like Eddie the Chump like a brother. Like, if he needed my car, I'd give it to him. Like, like there's very few people that you're gonna meet in your life that come along that are just straight fucking dude shy. Good lord, thank you again, man. Shy is out here for the Eddie the Chump crown. Thank you, Shy, for the $312 plus. That's actually $350. Thank you so much, man. Um, Eddie actually hasn't talked to me since 2017. I haven't spoke to Eddie in almost 7 years. I haven't spoke to Eddie in almost 7 years, and like, it is what it is. No, Eddie's not dead. He's not dead. He's part of the team of your Overwatch. I don't know if the channel's still going strong now, but like the man deserves all the success he can get. I'm gonna tell you a story about Eddie, and I don't know if this was a public story, but I'm gonna tell it regardless. Eddie didn't make a whole lot of money when when we first got together with the podcast show. He didn't have the Your Overwatch money or anything like that yet, and his roommate's girlfriend broke up with him, and his roommate's girlfriend was like going through like this hard time. Like he was struggling with getting over his relationship, and this was 2016, right? Fallout 4 just came out, right? And his roommate was struggling to make ends meet, but he loved Fallout. So Eddie went out and bought him an Xbox One, brand new in the box, with a copy of Fallout 4. And I was able to sit there and witness like the gratitude. Dude, like Shy, thank you so much, by the way. Thank you so much, Shy. And it's like, and like I was in such a dark place back then. And then, people always use this term dark place. I was just in the wrong headspace at the time. Like I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in my career. I didn't believe in streaming. I didn't believe in anything. I was doing the podcast show for the simple fact that people wanted me to do the podcast show. People wanted to see me in a podcast like situation again. And the time I spent with Eddie was a blessing. It changed who I was as a person more so than anything else, right? Granted, I had an emotional breakdown later on, about a year after that, but it planted the seeds of change. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, Shy, appreciate the fucking donations, man. I really do. Thank you so much. I'm not afraid to cry. I'm an emotional bitch. Like I'm a super emotional bitch. Like, and I'm crying through FXer right now. Like, it's just such a profound situation in my life that I look back so fondly on. I feel like I'm disrespecting Shy because Shy just donated $350 to me, and I'm sitting there gushing about Eddie the Chump. I would gush about Shy some too, but I don't know much about you, man. Other than you come through and you help me out every week. Beirut's Dagon, let me check, bud. Beirut's Dagon donated £2. It's my birthday. Can you shout me out? Go to my shrine. Speaking of that, I learned the other day that in Skyrim in the Meru's Dagon shrine that you can save the guy at Dawnstar. Like you can like if you're quick enough, you can stop the Dremor from killing him, and he will actually start giving you money because you saved him from Meru's Dagon. Yeah, you won't get that achievement for getting all the Daedric weapons. You mean Oblivion Walker? I've gotten it on every console. I've gotten it on Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, um, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 again with the Anniversary Edition. I think I've platinum Skyrim 6 times. And the worst part of platinum Skyrim each time is the Thieves Guild quest. Like everybody says it's Oblivion Walker, but I hate the Thieves Guild quest. So it's so lame. Do I still have all my consoles? Yes and no. My Sega Genesis failed. Like one of the chips in it failed, so it doesn't work anymore. But I still have it. I still got my Super Nintendo, my regular Nintendo. Um, another part you have to know is like my PlayStation. Like I'm on my fourth PlayStation 1 because my PlayStation 1, like the bearings in the CD drive would fail and like the little balls would come out and it won't hold the CD tight. So I'd have to replace the PlayStation 1. And I don't think any of my PlayStation 1s actually work anymore. I think I ended up playing all my PlayStation 1 games on my PS2. And my PS2 works, but it overheats. Um, and I'm on my second PlayStation 3 because my first, which I have my first PlayStation 3 as well, but like the optic driver where you plug your headset in, like the housing around it broke. So I no longer could plug a headset into it, so I bought a Slim, and I still have the Slim in the living room. Um, how did your PS1 break? Let me show you a picture of it. So, so like this is a PlayStation 1. Like when you put it in here, this is the PlayStation 1 where it read. Let me move my camera here. Uh, you see where this red tab is? There's a silver ball there, there, and there. Well, me and my brother would play the PlayStation so often that these silver balls actually came out. Like this part right here, this bearing failed, and it wouldn't actually hold the CD level enough so the CD would actually wobble. and sometimes it would crack CDs. So we ended up having to replace this like 3 times. Yeah, I got a brother. I got 2 brothers actually. I got 2 brothers and 1 sister. How many PS4s have I gone through? 0. Um, my I don't have my PS4 anymore. Like I sold my first PS4 that I got at Kyle's house. And then I bought a PS4 Pro, and my PS4 Pro I gave to my brother. My brother currently has it, and he plays Diablo with me on it. So like a lot of my systems, like even like my NES, my NES has that situation where like you got to constantly like reset it and like put the game in and out, and then like the little red light will blink. Like like I've looked it up before. Like it's something that you can fix. It's like they actually like the cartridge like does it sit right against the motherboard or something like that. Well, I don't use my PlayStation 1 anymore, Han. So people are asking. I keep all my consoles. They're all stacked up in tubs in storage. But like I have thousands of games. Well, I'll be getting the PS5 Pro. I'm thinking about it. Like here's where I'm at with the PS5 Pro. I want to get it, but at the same time, I don't want to pay a scalper price. If I can just pre-order it and pick it up at like Walmart or GameStop the day it comes out, I'm most likely going to get it. And I'm most likely going to take my current PlayStation and sell it to my brother to like cover the cost, right? I'll sell it to him for like $250 or something. Pre-orders available right now, only for the anniversary edition. I don't want the anniversary edition. Like I looked last night on GameStop's website, and they don't offer pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. Is DSP still down from the rafters? 100%. Well, see, like you're looking at it, there's nothing to pay for it. I look at it like this: it's a big tax write-off. Like, it's like the money I'm going to spend on the PlayStation 5 is money I'm going to give to Uncle Sam anyway, and it allows me to have a new power supply, a new motherboard, new chips. It allows me to have a 2 terabyte M.2 drive instead of an 800 gigabyte M.2 drive that comes on the standard PS5. That's the way I look at it. Like it's just it's a refresh that's stronger, but it also just lets me have more games on my thing. Doesn't DSP get like free pulls now? And he got like a sponsorship with down from WWE champions. The best way to drink Coke, the best way to drink Coke is in a bottle, a glass bottle that's at the point of freezing. Like after that, the best way to drink Coke is fountain Coke. Then you go to can at the point of freezing, and then you go to a plastic bottle at the point of freezing. McDonald's Coke's good, but I like Chick-fil-A Coke better. Like in my opinion, the best Coke in the game goes in this order: Chick-fil-A, Cookout, McDonald's, and then everybody else is like lumped in as like subpar. Like everybody else kind of sucks ass. But like if you want standout Coca-Cola, like from a fountain, Chick-fil-A's the king. Cookout's right number 2, and then number 3 is McDonald's. Sonic's pretty good too. I would put Sonic as a close number 4. A Mexican Coke is made with the same process as regular Coke at this point. They no longer make it with cane. They no longer make it with cane sugar. They do it with what's this shit called? High fructose corn syrup. Like even Mexican Coke's made with corn syrup now. All fast food places get the same syrup. The difference is how well they upkeep the machinery. Right? Like you ever like sweet tea's very easy to tell what place does good and what place does bad. Like if you go to McDonald's, the sweet tea at McDonald's tastes the same almost every time because they use plastic bags inside of the teapot, right? So they like the tea never actually touches the aluminum of the teapot itself, so it never gets dirty or slimy or has to be clean. They put a plastic bag in there and they make the tea inside of the plastic bag, right? That's why it's consistent. Same thing with like Chick-fil-A. But some places they make it through a teapot, like Popeyes, for example. Like Popeyes will have wildly different variations of their sweet tea, soda as well, because there is a cleaning process that people skimp on, right? If you get sweet tea from a restaurant and it sucks ass, 2 things have happened. One, they just made it and the sugar hadn't had time to dissolve and be mixed around properly. They made it with cold water. The sugar didn't mix in properly, and they're just going ahead and selling it, so it's like flavorless. Or if it has almost like a ting to it, that means they didn't clean the teapot. Right? You want the teapot cleaned every time you switch that tea out. But some people don't. Some people just the tea's empty, they pour the next teapot in. And this is coming from a guy who used to own a restaurant. You gotta clean the teapot. You gotta clean the lines. You gotta make sure that the lines are set up. Make sure you get enough CO2 running into them with because they give you syrup, and then they have carbonated water. There's a water line and there's a carbonation process that goes with it. You need to make sure those lines are clean and they're good. You want to clean everything at the end of the night, and if you don't, it tastes like shit. Good restaurants that have good cleaning practices have better tasting soda. James, why are you selling your 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Because you can't ask, should I sell X? What are the reasons you want to sell it? See, I didn't get to keep the big crushed ice machine Han Solo because mine was actually put on site by Coca-Cola. Like Coca-Cola offered me the fountain machine, the ice, the cups, the lids, the straws. All I had to buy was I had to pay for the water and I had to buy the syrup from them. But I didn't get to own the machine at the end of the night. I didn't own any percent of the machine. They put it all on site for us to use and make profits off of, as long as we were willing to buy syrup from them. Like, the thing with Coca-Cola is you have to buy from them. If you circumvent them at all, like, for example, say I wanted to buy like this, like a bottle of Coke, and I went to like Sam's Club and I bought these bottles of Coke at Sam's Club on a sale instead of buying them from the Coke vendor, Coca-Cola will cut you the fuck off. They will take your fountain machines, they will take their signs, they will take all the advertising, they will not allow you to buy from them. They will cut you the fuck off. Because you gotta buy from the Coke vendor, and you gotta have a ghost order. So, like, if you ever walk into like a gas station that doesn't sell like the 20-ounce bottles like this, they sell like the 16 by 9 bottles. They got cut off by Coca-Cola. Like, they're actually paying almost retail for their Cokes just to have them in store. That's why they're selling 16 by 9s and marking them up instead of having 20 ounces. Which is dumb, right? Which is dumb. Like, I can tell you right now, like, Coca-Cola will pay you like $20,000 to have like the Coke machine at the front of your store. Right? They will give you freebies left, right, and center. They will pay you for advertising. Just buy from the Coke vendor. Just buy from the Coke vendor. You might not like it initially, but you will make more money buying from the Coke vendor than you will buying it a la carte. I never really drank Pepsi. Like, my thing with Pepsi and Coke is, like, I like them both, but to different levels. I think Coca-Cola is a more smooth experience. And, like, Coca-Cola cold is better than Pepsi, period. Like, Pepsi might taste better the first couple hits, like the first 2 hits that you have on a Pepsi. But, like, a Coke is a good experience from the top to the bottom, whereas a Pepsi, about halfway through a Pepsi, you're kind of like, kind of done with it, right? Pepsi has a more gritty taste, and it's got more sugar in it. Whereas Coke is a more smooth, total experience than Pepsi Cola. Like, which one tastes better at room temperature? Pepsi tastes better at room temperature. I'm allowed soda. Soda has no fat in it whatsoever. Got lots of carbs though, lots of sugar. But I can drink it with my, which I shouldn't, right? I'm limiting myself. But I love Coke. Like, Coca-Cola is like, oof. Like, I'm completely addicted to Coca-Cola. No, I don't like Coke Zero. Like, what my thing with like diet drinks is, I'd rather drink water if it came to, like, do you want a Diet Coke or water? Just give me water. Like, when I want a Coca-Cola, I want a Coca-Cola. I don't want a knockoff Coca-Cola. I want that. I want the hit of a Coke. You always ask our bartender for a hit of Coke. I mean, like, bartenders have Coca-Colas. Like, most bars will actually give you like if we'll give you a Coke for free since they assume you're the designated driver. Like I went when I was a young man, I would always go to with my buddies from Meclas to like these bars and they would play pool and they would drink and stuff like that. And I didn't drink, so I'd go to the bar and ask for a Coke. I don't think I've ever paid for one at a bar because they see all the people around. They seen all the people around me buying drinks and I was buying a Coke. They automatically assumed I was going to be the designated driver, so they just give it to you for free. Have I ever been drunk? One time, James. I got drunk off of Jose Cuervo one time at my buddy's house, and I didn't like it. I'll tell you this, from the amount of alcohol I have drank, I prefer liquor over beer, right? I actually prefer like girly shit like strawberry daiquiris over like liquor, right? But like if you had to choose between liquor and beer, I'd much rather drink like Crown Royal versus Bud Light. No, I try not to drink. Like alcoholism runs in my family, and I don't want to be an alcoholic. Like that's the main reason. I try to avoid like I have an addictive personality. Like I get obsessed with things, and like when I'm obsessed with things, I'm just obsessed with them, right? It's hard for me to stop it. Like I got like the last game I played, I got obsessed with was Dead Space remake, and I played that thing so often and so much. Like like my walkthrough by itself kind of lets you know how far I got into that game. But like I get addicted to things, so I try to avoid things that are addictive. I try not to mess with pain pills or painkillers of any nature. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to do weed, like that kind of stuff. Like soda and fried chicken has already put their toll on my body. You're obsessed with Alien Isolation right now, dog. Did you see the sequel's coming out? They just announced it. It's easy to get into booze, hard to break the habit, especially if you mix it with gaming. Positive association. I don't know. I just try to avoid it. I'm your favorite guy. Well, thank you, BB Phil. Dude, I'm so not looking forward to hooking this new computer up. So not looking forward to it. So the stream is at 8 p.m. tonight. So hey, I gotta get off here in a little bit, but guys, spend a little time with Kelly before the next locale comes on. Yes, a members only stream. I want to give a big shout out to Shy Dude. Thank you for the $350 worth of donations and members tonight. Thank you, Mayroons Dagon for the 2. Thank you, Andrea for the 2. Thank you, John Pond for the 2. Thank you, Mysterious Man for the 20. Thank you, John Pond, for, let's call it 10, because you've donated miscellaneous here. Thank you to Zesty for the 10. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Joker Quinn for the 2. Thank you, T for the 10. Thank you, Miss Geyser for the £5. Thanks everybody for coming by. We're probably going to do the bunker at some point tomorrow. If Locale Live doesn't want to stream, we'll do the bunker at some point tomorrow. I'm going to be there, be square. Thanks everybody for coming out to the stream. Thank you, Shy, again for the huge donations. Thanks everybody who had faith in me. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace, people.